It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this motherboard on April 25th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning, April 25th, 2016. Back to work, back to school. Here are your news and odds on our top story at 7 a.m. is Ted Cruz and John Kasich on joint force of last ditch effort to deny Donald Trump the Republican presidential nomination. Hanover, Germany. President Obama announced Monday the addition of 250 special operational troops to the American advisory force that served the administration's latest move seeking to survive pressure on the Islamic State. Meanwhile, President Obama said that he can't turn their backs on fellow human beings right now and need our help now, as Obama spoke in Hanover, Germany. Portraits of some of the missing 43 students and children detained in the capital Guerrero State in Mexico. The reason for the abduction remains a mystery. For a century now, the dark clouds before daybreak each April 25th, Australia and New Zealanders are gathered at dawn vigils to commemorate those who have served and died in wars. New Delhi, India, on Monday said it route on a visa from an exiled Uyghur leader whom China has long branded the terrorist provoked criticism for the opposition and buckled under pressure from Beijing. Lai Jianjung and his wife, Tian Kamai, said in front of that bulldozers and elected protests that were coming back from him ordered the demolition of the small church they read in Zebedin in eastern China's Hainan province on April 14th. Attorney General Lord E. Lynch on Monday expected the Nazareth Senate President reform that are intended to reduce recidivism and help and help inmates when they re-enter society. She had come under to feed the dogs and chickens on Friday morning, but instead found the blood. Then they bodies that lay strewn on the floor. Her brother-in-law cousin lived inside the road or a trail home on Union Hill Road. When it comes to policy, there are few differences between the two candidates elected to fight in Maryland's Democratic Senate primary. With all numbered Muslims back in Trump's sea past his bluster. In Los Angeles, former Pennsylvania Senator Harris Warford announced that he will marry another man. Green Mountain Falls, Colorado. The entire police force staff of Green Mountain Falls, coincidentally last weekend has not returned. In local news, in Boston, officials in Boston will hold 3 community forums this week to engage the public opinions on a body camera pilot program for the city's police department. Boston Go reports that Commissioner Will Emerson police officials amend research of the city's body programs today. Hopes that the prediction of no trial run for the technology in May or June. A spokeswoman for Mayor Marty Walsh said that the city budget is remarked about $500,000 for a pilot program, which would have 100 officers with the cameras cross-busted. Multiple Massachusetts, 2 police officers were being hospitalized over the weekend after they were struck by a loose fire hole wall in West Badu, a place in eastern Massachusetts. London, world stocks and dollar also saw modest falls on Monday day as investors locked in some recent gains ahead of the central bank meetings in the United States in Ukraine this week. Kiev, Ukraine, entered not sure the sale of the trade remains a nuclear reactor that exploded Ukraine 30 years ago is finally close to completion and quickly. Considering the political revolution and conflict in Iraq. Berlin, German business morale unexpectedly dipped in April, a survey showed on Monday that with global growth and concerns pumping the firms that have turned out a generally optimistic outlook they affect on its also 2016 for Europe's biggest economy. Tesla Germany and the move with Norwegian oil and gas company Statoil German CEO and said it was ready to build more wind energy developments off the nation's coast. London and renewable energy division of British energy company EDS ended their acquisition of a small-sized oil company in Vermont will build its U.S. portfolio. And look at that, stocks at 704. Dow up 23 points at 8 to 3.35. S&P 520 $9.58 and Nasdaq 5,000 out of 6.23. British astronaut Tim Peake ran a marathon at Space American time on Sunday, strapped into a treadmill at the International Space Station south of the London Marathon below. Mountain Sea ice was moving in charge for polar bears, which the struggling Neptune polar bears are found. Being forced to undertake an increasingly dangerous and long distance swims in order to find food that is up to sea ice. Halberds had survived mass extinction in white dinosaurs. NASA's Kepler spacecraft is a good package of the spacecraft researcher exoplanet estimate about part of mission K2. Boston's Massachusetts lawmakers are considering saying white men on the sale of cigarettes out of tobacco products people under age 21. New York middle-aged white people are now account for a third of all suicides in the U.S. A new government report shows suicide is the nation's definitely cause of death, and that overall rate rose 24% in 15 years, according to the report. Senator Charles Schumer voted and said that he'd fight for the President Obama's proposal to spend $1.9 billion to fight the Zika virus. Poisonings from squishy laundry detergent packets, sometimes mistaken for toys and candy, led hundreds of children in the hospital every year in the United States. In Boston at 770 Boston Street, there was a stool on fire and the trash chutes. The fire was knocked out companies ventilated about 5 hours ago, which is about 2:05 a.m. Peter Cello do time, 7:06 in the morning time on this Monday morning, and it's time now for a sport report. Last night, the Boston Celtics evened the series at 2 games apiece with a 104-95 overtime victory over the Hawks, while the Boston Red Sox earlier this morning edged out I just announced the 12-inning thriller in Houston, 7-5. Tonight, the Red Sox open up a 2-game series down Atlanta against the Atlanta Braves. The trade of Grand Jury Dallas County has indicted quarterback Johnny Manziel on misdemeanor charges. Just as solid quarter source included CBS Dallas Fort Worth. Looks like Jared Goff will go to the number one of the Rams. San Antonio, Charlie Hoffman made a 10-foot birdie putt at the final hole to win for the Royal Texas Open on Sunday for his 4th PGA Tour victory. BC Patriots board for former defensive line Rod Brace. Peter Cheldusam, 7:07 in the morning time on this Monday morning, and it's time now for a Trevor report. Let's start off down in Rhode Island, where it's looking good tonight with it. Byways of Providence and vicinity. 95 in the North Bad Side, slow from 295 in North Attleboro all the way at the Route 152 due to some road work. 21 in the North Bad Side, and it's slow from 140 in Taunton all the way at the Route 44 in Raiden. Down to East Bay Bridges, Jamestown, Newport, and Mountain Bridges are looking good. Southeastern Massachusetts highways, they are looking good except for the 95 North Bad Side, a little slow before Route 128 in Kenton. 24 it's slow from Arizona Boulevard and all the way to Route 128 in Kenton. On the Cape, 28 on the North Bad Side, a little slow at the Euro 4 space on the North Bad Side. And Route 6 from Sacramento down to Orleans and Board and Sacramento Bridges are looking good. 220 Route 3 on the North Bad Side, so Derby Street hanging all the way at the Union Street and Prairie Street. 120 on the North Bad Side, and it's so from 138 in Kenton all the way at the Route 9 in Wellesley. South is the specimen on the North Bad Side, so from the split all the way at the Dorchester due to an accident on the Southeast Expressway on the North Bad Side just after West Quantum Street. 93 on the South Bad Side, and it is off 125 in North Attleboro to Route 129 in Redden, and you hit the brakes again from 128 in Redden all the way at the Zankin Bridge. Route 1 on the South Bad Side, and it's off in Chelsea all the way to Charlestown. Mass Park on the East Bad Side, and it's off in the Austin Park Tolls all the way to the Pruitt Tunnel. Mass Park on the East Bad Side, and it's off from 495 Westboro all the way out to Natick, and then hit the brakes again after Route 128 in Canton. 128 in Western all the way at the Newton, and then the brakes again at the Olsen Bart Tolls. 128 on the South Bad Side, and it's off for Redden all the way at Lexington, and then hit brakes again from 2A Lexington Route 2. Up north, Route 3 to the South Bad Side is off from 485 in Lowell all the way at the Billerick, and then the brakes again from 62 in Burlington all the way at the Route 128. 93 to the South Bad Side also off after 133 to Andover. On the way up to 495 from 110, it's a little accident, so expect some delays. On in Worcester, 290 East Bad Side, it's a little slow before Route 9 in Worcester. Up in New Hampshire, it is looking good in 9 ways, and byways of the Granite State. Up in Maine, looking good, and on Vermont, looking good. Down in Western Massachusetts, I-91 on the North Bad Side, it's a little slow around the Chicopee stretch around the Mass Park, but I-91 is looking good from Greenfield all the way to Springfield, and Mass Park is looking good from Westboro all the way at the Stockbridge. Down in Connecticut, 91 on the South Bad Side, slow after 291 in Windsor. I-8 for the East Bad Side, so from Farmington to West Hartford. Route 2 on the North Bad Side, a little slow at East Hartford, I-8 for the East Bad Side, and it's slow after Route 8 in Waterbury. 691 in each spot side, it sold from Somerton all the way at the Route 5. In Meriden Parkway to the west side, sold from Route 25 to Route 57. In Bridgeport, Westport Stretch, 95 at the southbound side, sold from Bridgeport all the way at the Stamford. Eastern Connecticut Highways, they are looking good. 95 on the northbound side, it is slow from Fort Lee all the way at the Bronx. And then 95 at the southbound side, over the Bronx stretch. Lincoln Tunnel, it's slow both ends. Hall Tunnel, the eastbound side, it's slow go. FDR driving up, southbound side, it's over the Upper East Side. A lot of special to the westbound side, so at 285, and the Queens all the way out to the Midtown Tunnel. Midtown Tunnel, in the eastbound side, it's slow go. Brooklyn Queens Express to the eastbound side, so from the Belt Parkway all the way at to the Brooklyn Queens Parkway to the westbound side, and it's off to the Belt Parkway. 670 on the northbound side, and it's off from Belt Parkway all the way out to the Northern State Parkway. Grand Central Parkway to the westbound side, so from the east side all the way out to 278. I-87 on the southbound side, it's slow around 278. 278 on the westbound side, it is slow from 95 in the Bronx all the way to I-87. 78 on the eastbound side, and it's slow from New Jersey to Bayonne, New Jersey. And then it breaks again before Jersey City around I-78. 78 on the eastbound side, a little on the Flemington stretch. New Jersey turnabout from New York all the way out to Delaware Bridge. Gonna say Bonneville from Wildwood all the way out to the Newark. Pennsylvania turnabout from Philly to Pittsburgh. And all the highways and byways, New York State are looking good. Take a look at MBTA alerts at 7:12. Orange Island Pittsburgh riding up by the lanes to the Civil Train at North Station on the commuter rail. It's looking good. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Cello Dusab is now 7:12. It's time now for a weather report. And today, looking at radar, it shows some line of rain showers from New Haven, stretching down to Sefton and stretching down to Peekskill up at Poughkeepsie. And we're seeing some rain showers by Poughkeepsie around Hyde Park. Spotty rain showers from Newburgh, New York, all the way up to Yorktown, New York. And seeing some spotty rain showers from Middletown, stretching to Waterloo. We see some few sleet stuff of Oneota. And seeing some line of rain showers from Utica, stretching to Rochester, stretching up to Oswego, and stretching up to Eastern Ontario from Toronto, stretching to Hahnemann, stretching up to northeast UP of Michigan. And seeing some spotty snow showers around the Adirondacks and some rain showers in northeast of Saratoga Springs and some spotty rain showers south of Saratoga Springs. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, we're going to have some overcast skies. How about 600 degrees in most skies? Slight variable wind becoming southward 6 miles by the morning to the southwest. For tonight, chance of rain may after 11 p.m. Clouds got about 42 degrees. Cloud wind becoming northeast by 5 to 8 miles an hour. Midnight, chance of 40%. New percent with less than 10 minutes possible. For Tuesday, rain patchwork after 11 a.m. by 44 degrees. Northeast at about 9 miles an hour. Gust side 23 miles an hour. Chance of 8%. New percent between 29 minutes possible. Tuesday, chance of rain before 9 p.m. Then a chance of showers between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Patchwork before 9 p.m. Otherwise, clouds will become a bulk park. Clouds about 32 degrees. Northeast at about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. New percent less than 10 minutes possible. Wednesday, set skies. How about 38 degrees and over about 7 miles an hour. Sunday night. For Wednesday, most clouds go about 33 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny skies about 58 about 39 degrees. Friday, parts of the podcast come at 6 about 41 degrees. Saturday, most sunny podcasts come at 6 to about 41 degrees. And for Sunday, most sunny skies about 59 degrees. Currently, you're not near, it is 47 and overcast with a humidity of 71% 8 above Celsius. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this April 25th, 2016 on a Monday. Viewers, we have a good morning and a good day today. Have a good day.